EA Sports, and the wait is over for this rivalry game. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens, and it's all up next.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. And this is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes because you got quarterbacks here, yes, they can throw the football, but they can also run it very well, too.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember, for the longest time, they used to tell the quarterbacks, stay in the pocket. We don't want you outside of it at all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually
two hard-hitting blue-collar franchises, one of the better rivalries going. The Ravens and Steelers are underway. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
And he remains the league's premier rushing threat and one of the biggest playmakers among quarterbacks. His goal each and every season, continue to expand his game as a passer and become well-rounded. All those highlight reel plays you see, they come off the fact that he can run it, throw it, and scares defenses every time he takes a snap.
There's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
Now an option play on second down. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
That is caught, and he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Off the option, here's Henry. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. Jackson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 43 yards. And the Ravens will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Not a bad way to start it.
And I think that was part of their script because so many teams script their opening possessions, and whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, sometimes it's 15 to 30 plays. That had to be one in there where they call a shot play. Go for the big one, and they got it done.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's Rashad Bateman who finished it all off with a touchdown. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. They're led onto the field by their quarterback, a man who's made quite the name for himself in the NFL, and that's Russell Wilson.
And similar to his nickname, Russell Wilson has a dangerous mix of skills, the ability to throw from the pocket and extend plays and throw on the run. Not to mention an absolute winner. Usually has his team in the playoffs competing for Super Bowl opportunities.
He finds Austin complete. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
3rd down and 1. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. He'll get this up to about the 44.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Harris running straight ahead, and he'll be stopped at the 46, gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. 4th down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Now it's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. Off the option, here's Henry. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession. Now 3rd down and 7. As they've got it as we resume action. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Well, it's kind of fitting. A couple days ago when we met with him, I said, what is it about your running game that's so effective? He said, I like to tag myself as elusive. He was pretty elusive right there.
And his teammates appreciate that because they know they don't have to hold their blocks for very long. As one of them told us, if I just breathe some bad breath on the guy in front of me, that's all I need to do, and he's gone.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So a nice bounce back there defensively after giving up the big play.
Yeah, you can either get down on yourself or you can get motivated. And that time, they dropped him for a loss. So I would say that they got motivated and made the play.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. Here's Wilson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. On fourth down, Corliss Waitman on to punt. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
A short throw caught by Andrews. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
That's good for a Baltimore Raven.
That's complete left side to Bateman. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Alex Highsmith making the nice play and getting the sack. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Third down and 13. Play action. It's Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Fourth down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Here's one deep for Pickens, and this is going to be intercepted. And the Ravens are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what...
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. After the penalty, it's Henry. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Now third down and very long.
Hey, middle.
Jackson, option right. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here's Jordan Stout now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steelers taking over now late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's airing it out for Williams, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And they've been kept off the scoreboard in this first half, but here toward the end, they're trying to change that in one fell swoop, but that winds up incomplete.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Well, a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
Nnamdi Madubuike.
That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Here's Wilson to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
That throw right side here going to be incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we now proceed to the start of the second half. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Now the Steelers getting set and ready for their next possession. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
This is a game, Charles, that's been fairly starved for offense. Really not much in that first half. We'll see if they can get something going here as we look toward the third quarter.
And not just a chance to finally get a little more offense going, but to erase that small deficit they currently trailed by. I think they'd send a pretty powerful message to the opposite sideline. They drive it right down the field coming out of the half.
Now run straight ahead with Warren.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Now it's Wilson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Bust through the tackle. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Throwing is Jackson.
Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman.
Down the numbers. There he goes.
Rashad Bateman.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Rashad Bateman with his second touchdown of the night. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
From the shotgun, Wilson. He's airing it out for Williams. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
We're in Baltimore, third quarter action, 2nd and 10. On the give, it's Warren.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Throwing is Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively, and you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
A 1st down carry for Henry. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield.
38-yard line, 2nd and 11.
Now Jackson. Henry's got it out on the left side. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so you can only go so far outside, and they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak. The Ravens send their punter out now. He's been terrific so far. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
To throw is Wilson. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Warren. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. The Steelers on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 15. Here's Wilson. Here's one deep for Pickens. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Henry out of the pistol and trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. They'll run it again with Henry. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Jackson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Dante Jackson picks it. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Jalen Warren, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The former Minnesota Golden Gopher Rashad Bateman leading this offense back onto the field. When you're in a zone like he is, what's the conversation like on the sideline between he and his quarterback? Is that a one-way conversation of, hey, just keep getting me the football?
It actually is probably a 2-way conversation because he wants to keep getting him the football because he's seen the payoff. You know, getting the ball to that guy means yardage, and as we've seen, touchdowns in this game. So I think both of them get more and more excited about the possibilities as things continue on.
Yeah, so far it's been over 100 yards and the 2 scores.
180.
And they run the option on 2nd down. Down the left sideline. How about this? He's to the 10.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 82 yards.
And the Ravens use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Well, we've certainly seen this before, CD. No one can quite electrify a crowd like Lamar Jackson, and Really don't know what else to say other than that was special right there.
I think you pretty much said it all, but I go back to what you said about electrifying a crowd. He's also electrifying us, and we're calling the game. This guy's simply sensational.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
So Russell Wilson in the offense. Down by 2 touchdowns. 2:15 remaining. Now Wilson. Their offense has struggled all night, and now they need to find. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
The Ravens take over first down
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Now a whistle and a timeout defensively. Trying to stop it, and they do with 2 seconds to go prior to the 2-minute warning.
Second down, they go again with Henry.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
180. You at X. You at X. Yo. Go right here.
On third down, Henry. And he'll be taken down at the 34. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal. A 51-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Able to slither by.
And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 41.
All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Go. Middle. Cut.
Down to a knee goes Jackson, and that should seal it. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been